Now, during Ecotourism Week at the Malaysia Pavilion, we learned more about Malaysia's National Tourism Policy 2020 to 2030, which focuses on practicing sustainable and responsible tourism.
And in this next report, we're going to be taking a look at what tourism that is inclusive for people with determination really looks like.
Ecotourism is focused on the geographical wonders of this destination.
Ecotourism involving the nature, the sustainable and also marine tourism. It's part of eco. So here we are promoting about our beautiful underwater Malaysia destination involving scuba diving, involving special community and also involving accessible tourism. Accessible tourism is a very important part whereby in most countries, a lot of countries, they have facility for the disabled community. Dive Hut is a non-profit organization. Their objective is to assist the community, the special community, the disabled community for underwater environment, for underwater sports, so they feel the zero gravity and to give them an ease of mind, to reduce their neuropathic pain and to reduce their stress. I have a boy, a young man, he's 36 now, not so young. He had a bad accident on a van to school. At that time, crash, he was sandwiched, his body was folded into two. So he broke a lot of spinal cord. So he was depressed, he was at home for 2 years. The first time we took him down to the pool, he was holding to the pool ladder like his life. The moment his head went into the water, it changed his life. He realized that he can move with his hands and he can feel the zero gravity. And I have one photo of him standing in water in which he had never stood for 16 years. Part of our participation in this expo is to inform the world community what Dive Hut is all about and what accessible tourism is all about, because it's involving special community.
Middle East is one of our major tourist spot because Langkawi is the first UNESCO Global Geopark in Southeast Asia.
This is a niche market in which we have successfully done Dive Hut program in Malaysia for the Asia region, and it is to spread out and tell people that in Malaysia we have the facility for the disabled community where it involves accessible tourism, sports tourism involving scuba diving, medical tourism, educational tourism for the university lecturers to do their research, for the MBA, for the degree students, and lastly, not forgetting is the volunteering tourism. We have volunteers coming in from all over the world helping us with our program. They have come in volunteering to assist the special community. They come on their own.
So another way that Malaysia is showing its commitment to preserving the planet is by ensuring its pavilion here at Expo 2020 is managing net zero carbon emissions. Quite an achievement.
It certainly is. 20% of the pavilion's daily energy is from solar sources, with the pavilion itself built using repurposed steel and sustainable wood. And here to tell us more is Shamsul Baha Muhammad Noor. He is the CEO of MGTC, the pavilion's implementing agency. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you, Casey.
So I have to say, you know, your pavilion is absolutely stunning. It's got this beautiful rainforest canopy, and at night it almost looks like the whole pavilion is floating. Tell us a little bit about the sustainable side to the pavilion as well, and why that's so important.
Okay, the theme that we chose for Malaysia is energizing sustainability, and Malaysia has this commitment towards becoming a net zero greenhouse gas emission nation by 2050. So what we're looking at is how to ensure that the sectors are being well prepared to reduce whatever means to reduce the low carbon initiatives. And the building and construction industry, the energy, as well as transportation. So when we design the pavilion itself, we look at all those aspects on how to reduce the energy usage, on how to use materials for the construction which are low carbon, and how to ensure that once, if we were to dismantle the pavilion itself, we're able to do so without the emitting a lot of gas that will affect the climate change. So looking at a lot of those, we also include some of the features which are rainwater harvesting, because we predicted that there will be rain in Dubai, which is exactly so. So rainwater will be collected and to be used again. We install solar panels, LED lights. So a lot of features that we do in the design of that are very low carbon. And we call it net zero because we have calculated not only the construction of the building, as well as the operation activities, including the logistics to bring in delegates from Malaysia. We calculate them, and so that in terms will be captured in terms of what sort of carbon that are being released.
Wow.
And we'll be planting trees as well to have this carbon sink.
So
that's incredible.
The commitments you've made to net zero in the pavilion, are they indicative of the commitments that Malaysia as a country, through its governments and authorities, has made to climate change moving forward?
Exactly so. Because under MGTC, which stands for Malaysia Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation, we do programs to mitigate climate change. We do climate action, adaptation. So we are finding ways, a lot of ways, either introduction of the green technology, introduction of possible ways how to the community itself, the cities itself, can reduce wastage, circular economy. In our pavilion, we circular back. We repurposing back some of the waste, as well as finding how to turn those waste into compost. So a lot of efforts are being made, not only at the pavilion, but also for the whole nation as well. Yeah. Malaysia, looking at finding ways how to reduce the emission of greenhouse gas.
Absolutely. You know, I love the fact that you're even looking at the carbon emissions of officials who are travelling over here as well. It really feels like we're at a crossroads right now where we need to be including sustainability with this high tech and engineering to really look at the future of sustainable design. How is Malaysia doing that?
We have this, we want to become a high-tech nation. So in doing so, we need to look at the IR 4.0, the Industrial Revolution 4.0, and to use Internet of Things, AI, to change the whole aspect of either the manufacturing, the day-to-day operation. So by looking at those sort of technologies, those are the low-carbon ones. So Malaysia are looking forward to improve whatever they have, to ensure that there will be indigenous technologies in the making. We look at the energy sector, for example. We are moving towards from a coal-fired power plant into a hydrogen power plant. You use solar energy to churn out the electricity. You use hydro. So these are the initiatives that the government are doing. Yeah. So we will be without coal fired power plant pretty soon. So in doing so, we are looking at renewable energy as a source of energy.
Just fascinating. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in today. Really appreciate it, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. To you. Yeah.